Hello and welcome to this video about cryptocurrency education. Today I'd like to give you this update on the Cardano price and the Cardano development, and also talk about some of the fundamentals and things that are upcoming. Because I understand everybody's a bit worried. Now we see this upside again that you can see here on CoinMarketCap it is actually. And yeah, if you manage to buy here at around $1, I think you were extremely lucky. I think if you manage to do that, you'll have a really nice end of the year, and you bought at a really good price, which doesn't say it can't go lower. To be honest, I even though we see this upside now, and I said in other videos, I believe that we haven't seen the bottom yet. I think it will go down further, possibly. I mean, you never know, but I don't believe that we've seen the worst yet in this bull run. I believe there's another dip coming. I believe we'll go down to, especially on Bitcoin, where we are now at, I think, around about 32,000. I believe we'll go down to 27,000, but from then I believe we'll go up. But you never know. This is just my personal opinion from all the analysis. From listening to all the analysts and looking at everything that I know about Bitcoin and how it's developed in the past, and looking at the resistance levels, I believe we haven't seen the worst yet. Also bear in mind, even though it's now going up, it can't just go up in a straight line again, so there will always be dips anyway. So, is it now too late to buy? Everybody's always asking the question. I don't think so. Even now at 130 again, it's still a lot better price than it was like a couple of weeks ago, or when we were above $2. So it is still at a discounted price, in my opinion, especially because I'm bullish in Cardano on the long run. So for me, it doesn't make a great difference if I buy it $1 or 130 in the long run, because if I look at the time period of 2, 3, 4, 5 years, this is probably not really anything that makes a major difference. However, I actually managed to buy a few ADA coins here at this price, and I know that's the reason why I always have various accounts. Well, I have various accounts with various exchanges, because normally when the dip like that happens, I don't know if it is because they run out of liquidity, but some transactions just don't go through, and you have to be extremely lucky to get a price like that. But where I normally get very lucky, because I tried on Binance, I tried on Coinbase, I even have one with Luno and Kraken, and whatever I try to buy when there's a dip, it never works. The only exchange, and it's not just a crypto exchange, but the only exchange where I can buy when these dips happen is eToro. And the problem with eToro is you can't get your ADA coins out there. I think you can't get them onto a hardware wallet. You can with Bitcoin and Ethereum, I believe. I don't know if it works with any other coins yet. I know they're working on it, but that is where I am always quite lucky. I can normally buy at a very low price when all the transactions don't go through at another exchange. So just a recommendation, really. If you want to be prepared, just always have a few accounts with a few exchanges with a few bit of cash on, and I'd recommend eToro in this case, because they are just they don't only do crypto, so they have, as I said, I don't know if it's liquidity, but they are less affected if there is if there are a lot of transactions that are supposed to go through. And I believe because they handle so many others like stocks and shares and everything and ETFs, they are a bit more prepared and a bit more capable of making sure that these transactions go through. However, eToro, not everything's great. Other things happen there as well, with the exchange going down and everything, but I think that has improved. But anyway, I didn't really want to talk about that today. I really wanted to talk about, do you need to get worried? Do you need to buy now? For me personally, because I'm bullish long term with everything that's going on, I've actually bought again, because for me, whenever something happens, I try to buy when something exciting happens, and I always try to cost average anyway, because I'm bullish long term. So for me, I actually managed to get some here, managed to get some yesterday, because it's whenever I get some money booked onto exchange, I normally invest in Cardano. It's my favorite cryptocurrency at the moment. And there is so much going on at the moment here, what I wanted to talk about today. Big news coming out today, input, output, they tweeted that yesterday. So today, it's Thursday the 24th. So at 6:30 Central European Time, or whatever time zone you're in, they will launch the 360, which means they will basically update us on all the latest news, and this is what
Rollout is on the road to smart contracts, and we'll have more partnership news. We'll have an update on the Plutus Pioneer Programme, and we'll deep dive into the world of NFTs. Meanwhile, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll get an alert as soon as we go live. Join us on Thursday.
So yeah, I'm going to join them. I hope you will as well. This is the big news that are going to be announced. You know, whatever is happening with the Alonzo rollout program or the Pioneer program, you know, is it... I hope we'll get some news about when the Alonzo Blue will move in onto the blue-white phase, Alonzo white phase, sorry. So hopefully that will still happen in June. I believe that was the initial plan. If that is going to be the case, then I believe, it will have positive impact again on the price, hopefully. So, you know, but don't forget, some of this might already be priced in. So don't believe that just because some positive news come out, that will just jump, because a lot of it might already be priced in. That's why it's going up at the moment, I suppose. Part of that might be the case, you know. So always be a bit careful. But I'm not in there for the, you know, just for the short run or so, to making a quick buck. So, but I'm in there for the long run. And what I also wanted to talk about is, you know, if it's going down, never really forget what this is all about with the whole crypto space and everything that's going on. Try to check their tweets regularly, because there's so much happening, so many exciting news, really. Especially, you know, just an example, Charles Hoskinson, he talked about the value of crypto for humanity. I mean, look at the projects in Africa. There's also another one coming up they are working on at the moment. And I talked about that, I believe it was yesterday in the video. And all of these projects, if you see what's going on underneath the actual surface, also other projects like Algorand, you know, not sure if you've heard about them. They are, I believe on 31st biggest cryptocurrency by market cap. And for example, there, Germany's largest software company has actually implemented an interface in their latest software so that major companies can start to use Algorand. Also, massive investment is going into that project. And it, you know, where do we go? So I believe probably this year we will see definitely, hopefully, that will be above the previous all-time high that we had, which was, I believe, was it around 240 or something? So I believe hopefully will be much higher than that at the end of the year. As soon as we go into the Alonzo mainnet, hopefully that will have another positive effect on the price. And there's so many big news that should really not just be underneath the surface. They should be really present in the mainstream media. But as you know, there's so much fighting going on against cryptocurrencies, like with the central banks currently really trying to defend their position. Because as you possibly also know, Charles Hoskinson said that he believes that in a few years, or at some point in the future, cryptos will take over from central banks. And that would just be great, because it will just be a much fairer financial system. And, you know, guys, never forget, there's so many projects going on left, right, and center. People talking about NFTs on Cardano as well. There's the Cardano 360 event. And always remember where we come from. Always remember where we come from. And just a few years ago, we wouldn't have believed, I mean, to be honest, that's bad chart here, but don't forget where we came from just a few years ago. And, you know, it is, oh yeah, this one. And don't forget, you know, even if you bought here at $1 in, was it 2018, you know, you're still good now. You're still good now. And that's why I think it's important to do the cost averaging so well. It is so important just to regularly buy if you believe in a project long term. But bear in mind, this is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. Always do your own research before investing. But never forget where we come from. Always take a zoom back, you know, take a look at the bigger picture. And even if it goes down further, but still, I mean, do cost averaging, and you should have been fine if you've done that actually for the last few years. But that is why it's so important to really understand the fundamentals behind the project, really understand what's going on, try to get an update about projects and investment that is coming in, and that should always give you some reassurance. So that's really everything I had today. I'll give you another update after the 360 announcement today, which they input-output announced. So I'll be excited about that. Can't wait for it, really. And I'll see you later. And yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to support me spreading the word about Cardano and other cryptocurrencies, then subscribe to the channel, and I hope I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.